Hey friends!
We're finally back from Europe.
So if you've been watching our videos, you know that we have spent a good bit of time over in Europe, traveling from place to place and experiencing Europe and doing something off of our bucket list. It was so much fun. Now, when he says we're finally back, that's not an understatement. That is an understatement, because at the very last minute, we got to the airport and we were getting ready to check in, and they said, we don't have any record of your plane ticket or you being on this particular flight, or any flight for that matter. So we were, I was stressing greatly because I was ready to come home and we needed to get home and all of that, and it took some time, but we did get it figured out, or they rather got it figured out, and we did make it home back from Europe.
It was quite the planes, trains, and automobiles ordeal, but we're back, and now we are heading out to the Benson family compound, Bee Free Acres, and we're going to check on the progress that they've made and get a few extra things done today as well.
We're super excited because we know that they have made a lot of progress, because you know we've been following along on our bear cam, but now we're going to get to see it in person. So we're going to check out how things are going and what has gotten done.
All right, so come along for the ride.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. This looks so good, and it's amazing how fast, what a difference 2 weeks made. Like, there was nothing here before, just concrete. They were just doing the concrete, and now it's crazy. Let's give you a tour. Come on in, welcome to our house on the Bee Free compound. So here's our front. We got a little front, and when you walk in, you'll walk into the laundry room, which is also our mudroom kind of entryway. We have some custom cabinets going right here, where there'll be a washer and a dryer, and then we'll have a little bench right here and some cabinets.
So one of the things on this house plan, we actually kind of flip-flop some things and redesign some things. Normally there is not an entryway here with a laundry room here, that type of thing. What we did is we did it so that the front of the house is actually looking at our view. So to do that, we still needed to have an entrance on this side, so we flip-flopped the laundry room and the bathroom, added this area in here. So from the front, as we walk in, it's typically the rear of the house, but now it will be the front, and the front will now be the rear, but we'll have the excellent view. All right, so the first place we're gonna go into is the spare bedroom. And it's a very small bedroom because we used room for the laundry room. But in here, we will basically have a smaller bed and some stuffed, some computers and different things for work.
And notice the massive window that is actually taller than I am. This nice big window that gives lots of light in here, since it is a small room, but this room also has a nice size walk-in closet, which is really nice as well. Now come on over here. So we're stepping out of the mudroom into the bedroom on the right-hand side, which is our master bedroom. Again, nice big window here. And we have a decent sized master bedroom. It's not huge, but again, we didn't want huge. We've got a walk-in closet right here. I don't know where Kevin's gonna put his stuff, but I'm sure he'll find somewhere. And then we have a master bathroom that will have a shower, double vanity, toilet, and we have, again, more windows.
All right, so our standard bath is here. It's gonna have a tub and shower combo. It's got a linen closet, a vanity and toilet area right in here. So nothing super fancy, but very solid.
Now let me show you my very favorite part ever, which made me fall in love with this house, because it fits our property. You come into the living room and just a look at these windows in here. They're ginormous. This whole living room is all windows, huge windows, fireplace, which will be stacked stone fireplace, huge windows, but look at the view. This is the dream, right here. This is where the money's at, this window. We also have a door going out here.
All right, let me show you where the kitchen is, which is basically pretty much part of the living room. So coming in here, you kind of got a dining area. We'll have cabinets wrapped around the entire bottom. We added additional windows in here because we wanted to be able to see out with more of the view. We'll have our stove, vent hood, refrigerator on this side, kitchen sink right in the center of this window, and then basically more large windows that look out. And the way we did the windows is we did the windows so that they're completely clear glass so that nothing obstructs our view.
And in the living room, look at this vaulted ceiling. So our house is not huge, but we put in some features with the windows and the high ceilings to make it appear bigger, but I have less to clean. So I'm excited about that. Now, the next thing that was a big part of our list for this house was you step outside of the living room and we have a nice big covered porch area. Again, that maximizes our view right out here. And it wraps all the way around the side right here. This is just even better than I thought it was gonna be. I am so pleased.
So you could say on this one we went small and tall, baby. So everything's looking real good, Can't believe how much they got done. Good. Oh my word. Check this out. Anytime you have a project, you might have some nails laying around. And these folks did not disappoint, let me tell you what. Wow. We're gonna have to get something to get these up.
7 nails just from one spot. I didn't even move. We actually just drove my Jeep in here. Over top of all, I mean, there's millions of nails. I'm so glad my tire didn't pop. Yeah, what are we gonna get?
They make some type of magnet things that you can get to kind of get the nails up. We're gonna definitely have to get something.
All right, let's go find something.
All right, so I need to go in and find a magnet so that we can get up all those nails because I don't want flat tires. Flat tires are expensive.
All right, so every time I come in this store, Stacy says I get glazed over and I start like just wanting to buy everything. I have no idea what she's talking about. So we did get some good stuff that we needed. So now we're gonna head back out and get some of the nails cleared up and get some projects going.
All right, we've got a bucket for the nails and a trash bag for all the trash. They did a fairly decent job of keeping things clean, but we tend to like things really neat and clean. So we're just gonna pick up all this trash and then pick up all the nails so no tires get busted before they start working again tomorrow.
All right, so we got this magnetic nail picker upper. Let's see if it works on these grip caps. All right, so I think we got most of it. That was a good bit of nails, and there's actually a good bit of nails in the area where you would drive. So my recommendation is get something to try to get the nails up if you're having a job done. Also the trash bag, not as much, but decent amount of trash. It's good to keep your site clean. If you keep it clean, then I think the workers that work here will keep it clean as well.
So I want you to watch this. Somebody's coming by and they always get to the very top of our hill and stop and just stare down here. It's like we're in a fishbowl. I guarantee. Just watch. Here they come.
Let's go check out Taylor and Eric's house and see how much they've got done. All right, so it looks like they've got their blocks and the stuff to mix up the mortar stuff with, and they've already had their footers poured. So it's really, you know, starting to have some action happen.
Hi.
Hi,
Howdy, y'all.
what are you doing?
We're just sitting and looking at our progress and wondering about when the next step's gonna happen.
We've been here for about 3 weeks, waiting on the next step. But
We're very excited.
That's a long time to be just waiting.
yeah,
Yes.
But you do have footers, poured,
Go to
concrete.
blocks.
Yeah, it's looking great. It's looking like it's ready to start slapping it
ready
out
for
there.
the concrete or the block crew to come out.
Hopefully this week.
Hopefully this week.
Hopefully this week.
We'll check in again and hopefully they won't still be sitting here. I think they're salty because we started our build after them. Ours is a little further ahead. Place. But we did a lot of work ahead of time. So here is the fishbowl that we have going on right now. We're up high. This is the road right here. And as you can see, everyone stops. We don't really have a lot of privacy due to this. Now, not a lot of people come down this road, but nonetheless. So we planted trees like cypress all along here and along the edge at the top, but we really should have done it closer to the road and had like our fancy rocks and flowers here so we enjoy those, and that the road has the cypress to give us some more privacy. So we really just need to move some of these flowers, move these rocks, and replant these trees closer to the road.
All right, so this is kind of a common occurrence. Stacy will have us plant things and then we move them. The good news is the house is small and the furniture can pretty much only go one way, because if I had $1 for every time I moved entire sets of furniture between the basement and the living room in our last house, I'd be a millionaire.
I like change.
All right, so this rock rolled a little further than I wanted it to. So I'm gonna try and bring it back up and flip it over.
So now we have to move a couple of the cypress trees so they're closer to the road and offer us more privacy. And then from our house, we'll be able to see the rocks and the flowers. Well, we got all the plants moved just in time to get rained on. So we're soaking wet.
All right, so we got windows and it looks like we got some doors in here too. We got a tub.
Oh, they worked on plumbing today.
Yeah.
Not only did they do windows today, they worked on plumbing too. Look at our plumbing.
We got a bathtub with water in it.
How do they have water in it?
I have no idea.
I can take a bath. We also have a drain in the shower. Wow, sink stuff. Literally so much can happen in one day. One day. And all of a sudden we have doors, windows, and plumbing. So it looks like we have a problem. The window up top is shorter than the opening, and it doesn't match the points on the other windows, which is a little bit weird, so we're gonna have to call about that.
All right, so obviously the center window up there is a little bit shorter than it needs to be. You know, obviously the installers just install what's there, but we've talked to the project manager, and he's going to get on this tomorrow, so we might have to wait a little bit longer to get that window in, but it's obviously not the correct height, so we got to get it fixed.
And just a good important reminder that when you're doing projects like this, you really just have to be a part of it and be out there and checking as well, because it's not really that it's anyone's fault, but you need all the eyes looking at things to catch any details and errors before it becomes an issue where you have siding on already or something like that. So.
Yep, mistakes happen. It's just a matter of how they get taken care of.
And we have siding that was delivered too, so things are really moving fast.
We just pulled up the compound. Looks like they're doing some AC, some HVAC work, so we're excited about that.
Every day is a new surprise and more stuff happening.
Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
All right, so a quick update on the window behind me. Yes, it was a little bit small, so got ordered wrong something, so they're gonna go ahead and replace that. And it shouldn't really slow us down maybe 1-2 days on the siding.
So, Kev, we have another slight issue, or maybe, anyway, an issue. This, for the air conditioning stuff, was not on the plans as being in my one closet, the master closet, and it's like taking up like half of the closet here. So we're gonna have to figure that out and call them and talk to them about that. Again, this is just, and again, these kinds of things happen when you're building, when you're doing any kind of project, but this is why it's so important to be on top of things and to be checking it all along the way, because these little things, like we almost walked out of here and this didn't even occur to us, and then all of a sudden I was like, well, wait a second. The closet looks a lot smaller than it did on the plans. And when we checked, this just wasn't there. So again, we're gonna see what we need to do about that so we can have some closet space in our tiny home. So now we're gonna check out what's happening at Taylor and Eric's home site, because I hear something. Look at that.
It's all coming together. Look at that.
This is our castle. This is what it looks like. A fortress right now. looks so much bigger with this up rather than just the footers on the ground. Like so much bigger. It feels like it's gonna be a real house.
And that's a wrap for now. Our family compound is well underway, and it's amazing to see this dream, one we never thought could become a reality, taking shape. Some days it feels like progress moves at a snail's pace, and other times it seems to be flying by. But through it all, we're reminded to enjoy the ride, savor every step, and embrace the journey. Thanks for being a part of this adventure with us.